Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make moist banana bread. In my home, we love bananas. We always have bananas in the kitchen, and sometimes we have so many that they go bad. So what I started doing is saving them. I will store them in the freezer until we're ready to make a sweet treat like banana bread or banana cupcakes. Banana bread is very easy to make, and so I want you to have some fun today. So let's get right in. I'm going to start by adding a half a cup of softened butter to my mixer, and then to that I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. You may wish to use 3/4 cups of sugar instead of 1 whole cup, because the bananas are usually sweet, and in my recipe today I'll be using sweet fig, and so we know sweet figs are very sweet. In my recipe today I'll be using 2 eggs, but before I add my eggs I want to ensure that my butter and my sugar are evenly mixed together and as well blended. So just ensure you check, if you're using a mixer, to check the sides of your bowl, just to get it all together nicely, and so it can be nice and smooth. Now as that is mixing, I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. Just allow it to mix together, and we want that batter to be nice and smooth. So take your time, there's no rush. Once that is blended in there nicely, I'm going to add my other egg. Then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence or vanilla extract to my batter. I now want to add my crushed bananas to the batter there. I'm using sweet fig, and in my bowl I've crushed 7 sweet fig bananas in there, and the sweet fig is very sweet, so you really don't need to add a lot of sugar to your banana bread, especially if you're using this type of banana. It's time now to add our dry ingredients, and in my bowl I'm using 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that I've added 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of nutmeg. I love nutmegs, it gives your banana bread a really great flavor. Before we add it to our batter, you just want to make sure that you mix it all together. Now take your time when you're adding the flour to your wet ingredients. Start by adding just a little bit, and put your mixer on slow speed so that is mixed in nice and evenly. And also using today 1 cup of buttermilk. Buttermilk, you can make your own buttermilk at home. I'll put that in the ingredients below, and I'll put the instructions as well. It's very simple. And as I add my flour, I'm going to start pouring my buttermilk, because it's becoming quite thick in there. So I'm going to add my buttermilk just a little bit at a time to keep the batter nice and soft. So this is looking good. At this point you may preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and prepare your pan as well. You want to make sure that you grease the pan. You may use oil, or sometimes I use butter or cooking spray, just to ensure that your bread does not stick to your pan. You want your batter to be nice and soft, just like that. So that is pretty much ready to be poured into the pan and then into the oven. It's time to pour it into your loaf pan. This is a pretty standard size loaf pan, and you could use any shape and any size of pan that you wish. So I let this bake for 1 hour because it's pretty thick, and so I want a nice dense texture. This is what I got. Beautiful banana bread. Now I guarantee you, once you start using this recipe and you start making banana bread, you will never throw away bananas again. And the pretty cool thing is that you could get very creative with banana bread. You may add chocolate chips to your batter. You may add nuts to your batter or on top just before you bake. And just a quick tip, allow your banana bread to cool in the pan before you take it out. And this is my moist banana bread. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Share with someone, encourage them to subscribe. The recipe for my moist banana bread will be below this video. See you next time. Enjoy!